You're laughing your ass off at my team.
There's also...
shut up!
He's going to be the number one average you play for this year in the fourth.
No chance.
Maybe besides Dylan
No
Moore.
chance.
Okay, no, Cornwall's got, Dylan Moore, that's it.
No chance. There's no
I don't
chance.
like his release, so stop talking about it.
I didn't say it once, but since you brought it up... Francis!
I just got
Francis!
I just got concussed.
Doesn't care.
Tom Mitchell doesn't contest the tug on the ball. Thomas kicks the winning goal and he got 140. Vice captain right now.
Welcome back to SuperCoach Masters. I'm Geordie and I'm with Matt Zeeve. Champ, you're looking great, but you're smelling bad.
Champ, this is the last time you're ever going to smell
I like
me.
this facial hair.
So the last time Geordie's going to smell me for a long time.
Fresh air.
Fresh
finally.
air. Fresh air on the beach coast.
air.
Geordie, I'm going to miss you, champ.
I'm gonna miss you too, buddy.
Geordie's leaving on Wednesday.
Yep.
And this is the last one-on-one shoulder shrugs, shoulder massages, slaps on the necks. Now, George, SuperCoach, what's happened?
Champ, how'd you go this week? I saw that I'm better than you again, but we won't rub that in.
I got pretty sad. Tom Stewart gets that nice thing.
Didn't I tell you, Champ? You always win
Champ,
season.
I can't believe I still... Look, I'm just so grateful that it wasn't round one or a round where you were eating...
Best 18.
Best
but
18,
that you
jeez.
luckily.
So, George, I think I scored around 19 something. What did I score?
You got 1968 and I got 1981.
Well,
Now,
there you go.
Matty, let's get up your shit team. Let's just see what it looks like right now. We want to look at it. And Matty.
Do you want me to look at it? What do we want?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And your trades. What did you do last week? Because
I just got rid of Flynn and got rid of Satsis for a Dunkley and a Sexy O'Driscoll.
You must have had a lot of cash in
Paid
the bank.
$500,000.
And I'm guessing you made that Dunks captain. And that's how you...
champ. You knew it was going to be Dunks captain.
The first quarter, Matty messaged me, George Dunks is going to get 200
Well,
SuperCoach
he was
points.
on 55 at the whole quarter time, and then he was on, 70 something, and then he just got nothing in the third quarter.
He kicked a goal in the last quarter. Anyway.
Could have kicked two. He missed.
All right, now let's get my shit team up on the screen for you. As you can see, my trades right there. I got in Fraser, De Koning, and that superstar Levi Ashcroft, and I traded out that doofuses Garcia, Perriman, and Patton. A+ on the trade outs and maybe a C+ on the trade ins. Matty, what do you think of my trade ins? Fraser, De Koning.
I like Fraser. I don't like De Koning at all.
I don't like Fraser either.
I'm probably going to wait for one more price rise for that stupid De Koning, but I just want at least 6 premiums in the back line.
At least.
Minimum,
champ.
starting from round 5, that's what you're going to see from here on in, and I'll fill you in on the trades. But
Can't wait to be filled in. We'll get our trades right at the end. We're going to get into now the... Matty, we had some people send in some merch perch photos, and it was our number one favourite, Wahhabi. It's his birthday on the weekend.
Oh, happy birthday, Habibi.
And
oh wow, he's actually cutting his
look
cake.
at this. He's having his cake. He's wearing the SuperCoach Masters top, and
he's wearing the SuperCoach Masters ring.
Is he? I didn't even see that.
It has to be.
What
a star.
Look how actually sexy he looks. I didn't know he was this sexy.
Oh wow, go Jorts. Just calm down, calm down a little bit. But yeah.
Come on, Matty, you know it's sexy.
Okay, Jesus Christ, Jorts. Who's the next guy?
Look, that's Dylan Large. Large was actually the name of the top, the size he wanted, so it wasn't actually his last name. But old Dillo, look at him. He's looking absolutely sexy.
Stuff.
Now let's get to the Cick Sunt Hall of Fame. And now,
Sunt Hall of Fame.
my favourite Italian man, Shane Marchioni.
He's back on that ball.
Oh, he's made it to the top 3 with a sexy beanie merch perch purchase. And I'll tell you,
what did the Marchioni have to say?
he's got nothing to say because he just done a merch perch. So good on him. Enjoy your grey beanie, you sexy man. Now, Docky Boy, who I played in the Cash League, Matt Zeeve.
Smashed his brains in.
Smashed his brains in. He was pretty unhappy with the...
Well, I heard, Docky, that because of what you did to Jamie last year, Jamie's not helping you, and you can really see how your team is not being helped with. I've seen your team. You've got 2 zeros, 2 rookies that ain't making money.
Cham, you got 2 rookies. I'm not making money.
I've only got 1 on purpose.
Yeah, on purpose, though. It's
on purpose.
But Docky Boy, just follow my advice. You don't need Jamie. You've got some of my superb trade ideas coming up. Now, Docky, you've got to Caleb Daniel for starters, Docky. Come on. Being meaning to say, the SuperCoach Masters hoodie was very handy in the Netherlands. Ooh, great quality, which kept me nice and toasty. Hopefully led to some new Dutch subscribers as I spruik that Tom De Koning and Geordie De Goey are the best players in the league. Docky Boy.
Docky Boy.
Now, this is probably the nicest message I've had in our coffee shower. It's by Ray D. Got old Ray D. Haven't had George, just want to wish you all the best for your move to Queensland. Enjoy the sunshine. Get a big, fat, tan, champ kisses. Thank you so much, Ray D.
Champ, how are you going to get a tan with all those tats all over yourself? You're not going to
I can get some tan here.
You can get a big tan. Look at these tats. They're
Why are you hating on me for, you prick?
I love you, man.
All right, good.
Love you, dude.
Now, this is our Kick Sun Hall of Fame, and look at our top 3 looking good. Guys, if you're in the top 3, you can ask to change your photo to anything you want. It cannot be racist or sexually explicit. Okay, I can't make that more clear for the people messaging me. None of them 3 of them, by the way. All right, so I'm glad we cleared that up. And Maddie, now let's get into it because I've got so much juicy SuperCoach questions from the Facebook page.
Let's go through them.
Now, Maddie, I want to get your opinion because if anyone knows their SuperCoach, it's me, but you're the second in charge. So, Tomo wants to know, is Sheezel really worth having? 106 and an 81 being the highest priced defender to start with. Is the value potential still there in the future with the Crows, Swans and Suns in the next 3 games?
Well, champ, should have listened to our other co-host, your brother, my cousin Jamie. He started without him, said it from the preseason when he did the potty, and I'm sure he's laughing his way.
Does he still not have him?
He doesn't have him. Jamie does not have him. So, yeah, like, if you got Gorn $600,000 getting your 60s and you got Sheezel's at the most expensive and Neil, like...
Sheezel's fine, man. He's averaging 93. He got 28 touches.
I think if you do trade out Sheezel, for example, for a Dale, you got 100K. That's, you know, like, there's so many players that are...
I hate it.
Huh?
I hate it.
What do you hate? I don't hate it. I don't hate
yeah.
it. Like, you got Jamie, Tiger Time. Like, he's rank 1459. Like, it's better than me and you. So, Jamie, not here, but...
It's not just because of that. He also started with Dunkley and got that 170. But Sheezel is not worth trading if you have him.
Champ, he scored better than both of us.
Is Sheezel worth trading if you have him? Yeah, that's all the person wants to know.
I'll say take it, man. I'll say go to the money, get a nice Bailey Dale, and
I'm so sorry. All this bad advice.
It's
you're
not.
Gonna be getting.
It's not.
You're going to trade out Sheezel. He got 28 touches on the weekend.
Not enough. Not enough. We scored 101 80 the last game. Like, he's not enough. He gets tagged. Champ, the reason why you bought in Tom Powell is why? Because he doesn't
he's a
get tagged.
superstar.
No, and he doesn't get tagged. We literally had this conversation on the way. He doesn't get tagged, so they either go to Sheezel or Alder.
That's a bonus, yes, but he is a superstar.
For $630,000, I'm sure your chopping block with Max Gorn getting you 60 is going to be...
Max Gorn I never really wanted anyway. I never thought of him as a keeper. I got him for 150 round 1, which he didn't even get. So
okay.
Max Gorn was a different story, but Sheezel, you keep him because he's a premium defender. You just hope he gets a 50 extra, because if he gets 130, you're looking like you got pie in your face. Now, Michael wants to know,
Not even
who had the shittest team this week? He only has one question. Who had the shittest team this week?
Out of?
I guess us two.
I think I got the better team, but my guys just got injured. But anyway.
So the guy who scored more both 2 weeks has got the shitter team.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, yes, he's got...
Are you going to answer any of these questions seriously? All right, now Corey wants to know. He's only done one trade, which is Leak to Sullivan. He's very tempted to trade Zach Reed, but he's gone for Leak. So O'Sullivan scored well this week, but do you think that's down to St Kilda leaking points to defenders, or his role in security something we can bank on? He's talking about O'Sullivan, Matty.
I know who. Well, he's your man. You watched him. Do you like his game?
So I think with Tom Stewart out, we haven't got the injury list yet, but he was more of an interceptor against St Kilda when that was happening. So he looked like he can score well, but he's not a high possession player. So that being said, he can easily drop you a 30 or 40 or 50, but if he does get a couple of intercept possessions, he can get to 60s, 70s, and 80s. But St Kilda does leak a little bit more. So for me, O'Sullivan is a tricky one. 88, if he gets a 50, he's making like 50K anyway. So, I think...
Minus break even 53.
He's almost forcing you. But keep in mind that you need to probably get Riley Bice next week as well. So make sure you've got enough kind of room in the back line to wiggle around. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, his first game on Freo, he's got 11 touches, 7 marks. So he loves to take the clunk. And St Kilda, 15 touches and 7 marks. He loves to take, clearly, a lot of clunks.
Loves a clunk.
Loves a clunk. I don't like the possessions. Look, he'll make you some money, but like Geordie said, that Bice, you need to have room for him. Now, whether you want, I'm sure everyone, has got trainers and Zach Reeds and leaks, but you can't get all of these duds, can you?
You can't get all the duds.
You already started with the duds. You can't get all the better ones unless you sideways.
Well, is it worth side ratings all these disgusting looking rookies to get these people? Is O'Sullivan going to be a good money maker? Can he get 150K?
Well, yes, he'll make more than Reed. So, yeah.
Okay.
If you've got him on the bench, I think it's safe.
All right, well, that answers your question. Garcia to Lindsay or NOD?
NOD.
And trainer to Sin? Question mark?
No.
You don't like Sin's run?
No.
Did you know what he scored on the
He
weekend?
scored 80 something, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored 80 something. Yeah, I don't know about Sin.
No.
I mean, it's a nice.
Geordie was going to start him, but
It's like putting sticky tape over a water leak. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it's going to leak somewhere.
yeah.
He did play Richmond, and he got 22 touches and 8 clunks.
He loves a kick.
Loves a clunk.
Loves a clunk, loves a kick.
Loves a clunk and a kick.
Look, I don't hate it, Shano, but look, I wouldn't be pulling my pants down to get him.
Well, look, the next 2 games he's got Essendon and St Kilda, so it could be some big scores there.
Now, Matty, the Hornet. Jordan David wants to know, does he have to go?
No.
Does he have to go 150, 160 break even?
No. No, who else is there in the forward line that you want?
That's the thing. Who else is there? Like
Who's going to score better than him?
Kay Chandler? Maybe.
Well, this week he did. Doubled.
But yeah, look, because of his break even, we're hoping that he gets more midfield time. If you watch that game, he started forward, spent most of the game forward, and he was angry. Like, he gave away a free kick, and he was so unhappy that he gave away a free kick, he gave away a 50-metre penalty. So, unless he's suspended, you probably have to keep him. There's no real options banging down the door. Now, Matty, George wants to know, he just needs, he's got too many questions, need to do about 6 trades. Horn Francis, Dylan Moore in my forward line. Which one do we trade first and to who?
Jesus.
I'd rather trade Dylan Moore. He's got the buy now.
Well, you need
Horn
Rankin,
Francis.
don't you? Yep, you need Rankin, McRae's, Caleb Daniels, I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, it's kind of a...
If you've got Dylan Moore, you're probably missing one, like either a Rankin. Just get a Rankin, fill that hole. If you need to trade them, Dylan Moore's got the buy and just scored a 70, so it's more worthwhile trading. Now, Taylor wants to know about Luke Ryan. Is he worth keeping, or is his 180 break even?
No, you get rid of him.
He's got West Coast.
No. He's not 120k, 120 average player anymore.
Yeah, he's not taking that many kickouts, Luke Ryan. The role looks a bit different. I think it's safe to get rid of him, but don't be upset if he gets 120 this week. Now, Benny Leonard, he says, if you own Perriman with 300k in the bank, are you trading this week to either Dale, Sinclair, or Fraser to save some cash? Or wait 1 week and upgrade him to Dale? So I wouldn't
he's
wait
got
a week for Dacos.
He's got a Perryman and he's got 300k.
Yeah, so you want Dale, Sinclair, or save some money and get Fraser so he has some money the week after for Dacos?
Everyone loves a Dacos.
Yeah, not me. I'll wait for him after that Sydney game to get a Dacos.
That's true. He's got Carlton then Sydney, so he could get another one. Yeah, I think Sinclair, Whitfield, if you don't have Zorko, Dale, they're all up there at the moment. They're all finding their stripes, but definitely not a Sheasel.
Definitely not a Sheasel. No, not trading in Sheasel champ.
That's right.
All right, so Sinclair or Dale, I'm going to say fuck Fraser. I don't like Fraser.
I love him.
I thought if he didn't kick that goal, he would have got a 60. He literally was on 66. He kicked the goal, went up to 107, gave away a free kick and gave 2 clanger handballs, went down to 100. If he didn't kick that goal, he'd be getting a 60. Would you be trading him in?
He also did that in the game last week before as well. He actually had a 50.
And he's one of those big goals away from getting a 60. Like, I don't like Fraser at all, even though he's in my team. Now, champ.
I like him.
Cameron wants to know, Jai Simpkin, top 6 forward.
Oh, I like it too. I was talking about it. What did he get last week?
Another 100 plus.
Jesus.
I hate him.
So good.
I don't like him.
I love it.
He's not even getting that much midfield time. I don't like it at all.
He could potentially be a top 6 forward.
With Mott McRae's, Caleb Daniels.
That's it. Rankins and Horn Francis as well.
fuck
He's
Simpkin.
averaging more than pretty much 2 of them already.
Yeah, so it's Kay Chandler.
Champ K Chandler's 1 game, but Josh Simpkin has...
Kay Chandler's 2 games, buddy.
Whatever. That 1 game pretty much averaged what he was getting. But
Pretty much.
I like it. I like the good old...
Don't like it. I hope we answered your question. Now, Vinny Vincent, defensive rookies, not much jumps out. That's right, we spoke about that. Craig Tresosis.
Craigies.
Now, he wants to do Perriman to Fraser. We already spoke about that one. Now, Peyton, Reed, and trainer for O'Sullivan. Yeah, already spoke about that. Now, Christopher wants to know Jaden Short or hold him for the Saints matchup. Now, I think when Ben Miller is doing 8 kickouts, Jaden Short now gets 1 when he was doing 5+ last week. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Fuck the Saints matchup. Get rid of him.
Said it last week, said it the week before.
Hate him.
He's shit. And the roles look there.
Now, Timmy wants to know 3 Primos back relying on people like Reed and Pryor and Trainer or fill it all up with Primos and Perryman's money.
Primos and Perriman's money. You need all the premiums in the back line you can get.
I think you can play Murphy Reeds and Xavier Lindsay to the cows come home, but we can't pay Zach Reeds and who's that other
Trainers.
one?
Trainers and leaks and things like that. You
Now,
can't do
Ben wants to know, champ, is it worth trading Finn O'Sullivan, Lynch and Patton?
Ben O'Sullivan, yeah.
No, Finn O'Sullivan, Lynch,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
to Driscoll, Lindsay and O'Sullivan.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
Or he
correct the
reckons he
rubbish.
should be looking also as Henderson, Fraser or Smith? Not Smith, not Fraser.
Get all the rookies, man. All those dead rookies. Save some money in the meantime.
You have Henderson above Lindsay? Because he's a so cheap.
Hendo, yeah. He's
More
already-
than Lindsay?
It's almost like he's got a price rise already because he's $60,000
Oh,
cheaper.
I like it, Matty. You're thinking cheap and chunky.
Yeah.
Now, Ben wants to know, LDU, should I trade him? You got 108. Ben, come on. You got 108. What do you want?
Next question. Come on, Ben.
Joshua Frick! Is it worth keeping Horn Francis? Should we worry about Sheasel's role?
What's his name? Yeah, I think we should worry about Sheasel's role. I don't... Look,
What role? He's got the second most
we got
CBAs
him
in North Melbourne.
He's in our team.
Why are we... What?
Because he's so... Look, the question wouldn't be said if it was like 500,000. Because he's 630. Like, now's a chance to make some money if you have that luxury of...
Wait, are you going to trade Sheasel back in? Like, what price are you going to get him at? Like, 550? Like, what's the trade worth? 60K?
70,000. Wow.
Get Kay Chandler if you want 70K. He's averaging 111.
I think Geordie's trades are going to be some K Chandlers in there.
This is due. It's due for a price rise. All right, Matty. Now, you explicitly told me that you do not want to go through every game. You want to just talk about the big boosting players
Sure,
and the most traded out players, all right? And that's what we're going to do. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have the time that we did last week to do what we did last
You're
week.
just sucking all the penis. Now, Lindsay's the most traded in player. Is he your number one most traded in rookie that you should target? Or is there someone else, not just for your team, should O'Driscoll be higher?
O'Driscoll should be definitely higher.
Okay, well, let's prioritise this. O'Driscoll is number one.
Yes.
Who's number two for you? Is O'Sullivan... Is he? How high is O'Sullivan on your list? Jack Henderson.
Jack Henderson will be probably number two just by the
Because how
price.
cheap he is.
Cheap he is, yep.
And is Lindsay 3? Where is Lindsay sitting for you? Would you rather Colin O'Sullivan or Xavier Lindsay?
Probably O'Sullivan. Ugh. I don't know, man. They're both.
I'd rather Lindsay, personally.
Like
because I think
O'Sullivan-
O'Sullivan can get it a 50.
O'Sullivan to clean up the crap in the back, but then again, like, I don't know.
We still got Rice
Both
Biley.
their job
Riley
security is
Bice.
pretty good.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. If you reckon.
I reckon they're equally important
Yeah, all right. Well,
after the first two we mentioned.
Levi Ashcroft, if you haven't jumped on him yet, where do you see him in the pecking order, champ? Because I think he's pretty safe in the
Yeah, he's pretty safe, but
Brisbane team.
I think, I think he's pretty good. How many people own him, champ?
It's like over 70%. You'd think.
Oh, well, look, I don't think a lot of people will be worried about it then. But
I think you should be prioritising your money making this week. Like, we should be getting all the rookies that are on
I
the
beg
bubble.
to differ. Because there's not that many that we don't have. I think next week have got more potential in money-making rookies with Rice, whatever Bice. You've got Clay Hall that we're going to see again this week. Neil Erasmus can pop out a good score against
No, he can't.
Richmond. Yes, maybe he can.
It's not paying Richmond, it's paying West Coast.
Well, even better. Richmond won a game. But there's other forwards as well. Like, if you like the Hamling, if you like, Joel Hamling in the forward line, there's other players that I think are going to make more money than just O'Sullivan and Lindsay. So
Okay, well, there's also...
I honestly think
Henderson's this
I
week.
honestly think in correcting the mid prices and primos, with maybe one option of a rookie this week, but next week I think there's a lot more players that have played one game. Even that Ethan Reid from Gold Coast, like he got
Still even waiting on him.
I know, but next week
Ethan Reid will get a 40 this week.
Okay, well he got 100 last week and he's 160.
So did Kay Chandler.
But he's not. He's 300,000. Shut up about this K Chandler. I don't know why you keep talking about it. He loves.
Because you keep on talking about players that have just fluked a good score.
Chet, we don't know if they have.
Ethan Reid is playing West Coast. That's why he done good.
Sullivan could have fluked that good score.
He fucking did.
Okay, so why you want to get people that are downgraded? Unless
Because
you don't...
Lindsay's got a good role and he's safe in the team and he's got like about averaging 80.
Okay, that's because maybe because look, I'm saying this because we've got O'Driscolls and Ashcrofts and Everts and Hendersons and people that we don't really need. I don't really need to get, but I feel that there is more upside in money making in next week's rookies that we should be getting.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I disagree.
Okay, that's fine.
I disagree because
that's my
people
comment.
don't even have Murphy Reid on the radar because
That's fine. Leave him alone.
No, because they need to know he scored a 75 this week.
Didn't even kick
He's
goal.
playing West Coast. Like he should be a lot higher on the rookie prioritization list. For me, he's higher than Lindsay at the moment.
There you go.
He's higher than Lindsay, but I reckon people are not focusing on him because there's Hendos and Lindsays and O'Sullivans and all these other losers.
Murphy Reid did kick 4 goals in 6 minutes last week.
That's a lot of potential, and I think he should have been scored a lot higher. But
He was minus 7.
Yeah, I think you need to get him. I think I will play him on the field this week against West Coast, and I'm pretty sure Fremantle have Richmond in 2 weeks' time as well. Oof. So Murphy Reed should be a lot higher. Top 3, I reckon, the rookies to get this list.
There you go.
So rookies to get this list. Now, if we're done talking about the shitty rookies, Matty, I know you're dying to talk about mid-prices and
Chef, I'm dying to talk about Kay Chandler. Because you have not shut up about him.
Let's talk about Fraser one more time.
I like him.
If you got a shit midfield like a Short or a Sheezel, and you're looking Perryman, do you want to get a mid-pricer into a Fraser, or do you want to upgrade to an absolute superstar, Zorko?
I like Fraser's role.
Whitfield.
So I've looked at him. I liked him last week. I was convincing Geordie to get him instead of De Koning, and I'm actually kind of...
Got both!
I said that I was disappointed because I know TDK was a fluke.
SDK.
Whatever, SDK was... He's a guy that needs to get in my team, and I wish I started with Fraser instead of Tom De Koning. Right? Sam De Koning. The Geelong idiot. Fraser, he got 28 touches in the first game, I think.
And a Snagglepuss.
And I think he should have got a lot higher. But Bulldogs, midfielders, and the way the Bulldogs play, I think he's just... And he's a big impact game. Like, he put them back into the game. He almost beat Collingwood.
So it's like he was in the right place when they kicked it into the centre of the ground.
He intercepted side bottom, gave a round, had a bounce, and he kicked a goal, and he just went berserk. He did that again. He did
40 points for that guy. It's probably the highest amount of...
It was amazing.
It was amazing for me watching.
It's a big impact. It was a big impact.
Like, Colin with someone, I'm like, yeah.
I was telling my wife, I go, fucking Geordie's going to be laughing his ass off.
I just didn't expect 40 points. I expected, like, okay, here we go, 15 points. 40 points. It's the highest amount of SuperCoach points allocated to a goal until, like, you know, Adam Goods kicked the winning goal from after the siren when they used to give SuperCoach points like 100 after the, you know, remember when they used to do that?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
But champ, he's a big game player, you know? Like,
whatever.
He's a clutch player. He did it last week, he did it the week before too. I like Freya.
We'll go for Freya kicking the winning goal against Carlton this week, guys.
Oh, best believe. Or an intercept mark.
All right, so you rather a mid-pricer than a premium Bailey Dale. He's on the bubble. He's ready to go. You can only pick one, champ. Not everyone's fucking you. Okay, so Bailey Dale or a Fraser. You can only pick one. Who would you pick?
Fraser's making money.
Bailey Dale is making money, averaging 130
But you're going to get Bailey
plus.
Dale to keep him. But Bailey Dale has... I'm scared of him. Like, he's actually should be higher than he was because he got a 4 in his name last year. Did you know that?
I did, because I was in my team when I picked him up.
Yeah. So he's gone down. He should be a lot more when he's scoring like
That's
a high.
it. So
I like them both, champ. They're literally going to be my trade-ins this week. So
you can get...
You can't ask...
Stop wrecking the trades already. We don't have that segment.
Cut it out. Too much work.
All right, Matty.
I like them both.
Okay. What about a Sinclair? What about a Whitfield? What about a Zorko?
Oh, I love them all.
If you could only pick one, Fraser or one of these primos?
Oh, George, you can't only choose.
Well, some people have to choose.
I don't know. I don't have...
Pick one!
You can pick them.
All right, definitely the primo.
I
want to be picking Fraser.
Over all of them. But they're literally like $200,000 more than the rest. Like,
because Fraser could get a 60.
Okay, everyone's got Perryman that needs out of the team. Everyone's got Short that wants them out of the team.
Fuck yeah, okay.
All right.
And they can either go down to Fraser or go up to a primo.
What if they don't have that extra cash?
Then they're going down somewhere else in the field. Like that Horn Francis that they hate so much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, you're just swapping and switch. Like if you had like a...
I'm sure someone's got someone doing shit in their team that they're going to downgrade to make some money. But if you can't...
Oh, look, it'll be easy if you got a Finn Sullivan and you want to trade him down to a Henderson. You get $100,000 and put that in. And then there's your Bailey Dale for a Short. But it's not enough for a Perryman. You know?
Oh, yeah, it's not enough for
It's not enough for a Perryman, but Fraser...
Actually, it is enough for...
No, it's not.
I'm sure you got some money in the bank.
But it's not enough for... Oh, sure.
All right, here it is. Premiums, and these are the...
Of course you want the Prima because they're going to score better and they're better players. But anyway, Fraser's a good pick. I like his run.
Fantastic. Now, what do you think of Zorko versus Whitfield?
Zorko every day of the week. Started him. He's strong.
I'm telling you right now, I was looking at this very intensely, and I must say, I'm not usually wrong. I was wrong. Zorko has still got it. He just sits down and kicks the ball outside of 50.
That's all he does, champ. He got the Superman cape in the second quarter too. He was on 35 last week and had a 100-point quarter the week before. He's just turns it on.
Now, let me tell you something about Whitfield, though. So, after he plays the Hawthorn Hawks, he's got West Coast. He's got West Coast, and they don't fucking do anything, as you saw with Zorko. Then he's got St Kilda, leaks points to defenders. And if that wasn't enough points, he's got Adelaide.
Oh, yeah.
They don't play accountable footy. And then the
playing very
Bulldogs. When the last time they looked at a defender. And then just to top it all off, the Swannies. So that's Whitfield's kind of run. Zorko is pretty old. I'm just scared with Zorko. I don't doubt his scoring potential. What I'm scared of is they're going to sub him if they're winning by ages. Just take a break, Zorks. Sit on the bench. You've done enough.
He's a little pit bull, man. He's not getting off. He can run all day, It's, you know how hot it was and he was still running, the way that he was running? I don't care if he's still 7 years old.
All right, so Zorko's ahead of you. Okay, so now Sinclair or Whitfield?
Whitfield.
On top of Sinclair?
Yeah, only because of the kicking duties, because of that run. Sinclair, he's good for the buys. There's some pros and cons on both, but he's good for the buys. Sinclair is not taking the kick-ins as much as we thought he would be, and he did kick 2 big goals.
Yep.
So I will still think that Whitfield will get at least 40 to 50 points just on kick-ins alone.
He's going to kick another 2 goals against Richmond this week.
Yeah.
Now, Wanganeen Malera or Jordan Clark? Who do you like out of them?
Clark.
And I'm guessing you like Bailey Dale better than both of them.
Both of those two.
We put Maxi Holmes in the mix.
Last.
Wow. I think Maxi Holmes done pretty well considering a strong tag. The only bad thing is he's got such high ownership. It's not even worth keeping. Now let's get the most traded out players, Matty, because...
You tell me.
Actually, first, before that, tell me who's the best top 5 premium midfielders. Now you want to bring in some juicy names this week. Who's the number 1?
All right, guys, I'm going to tell you something.
Here we go. This is going to be fucking wonderful.
Look, I'm going to go back about 15 years.
Oh,
right?
fuck
I'm going to
me.
go back when...
Just say Dunkley.
Oh, you mean right today?
Yeah.
Like not overall?
No, we want to pick up a midfielder premium this week.
All right, Dunkley then. Okay, cool. Dunkley.
Okay, who's second, third?
Tom Green. No, probably Tom Green.
Tom Green?
Tom Green. So what I was trying to get at before Geordie was like...
You're talking about 15 fucking years ago.
All these players that we don't have, like Bonts, Butterses, Tom Greens, Flanders... They're all in literally minus 4% of teams, but they're all top of their line. Now, I remember when I got a leg up on the whole competition back 15 years ago when, I was our top 10 finish.
Yes, you traded in Christian.
Yes, you just trade in the players that, will come back in. And obviously they're scoring potentially top of the range. So that's why I want Tom Green as far as number 1 because he's in 1% of teams. Flanders comes back when we see what he can do. I would want to get him in straight away in the defence.
So much money.
Take care. Don't care, champ. It's literally the big point. Point of differences is a risk when you have Tom Powell's.
Massive Tommy Powell!
And the risk is paying off. But when you got these dud names, that minus, but when you have like someone like Butters and Bont when they come in, Dunkley was in 1% of teams. Like people are going to jump on him now. I don't know how many percent of teams this is, but go for the big superstars. Tom Green, I like him as the number 1 midfielder right now.
More than Dunkley?
With Dunkley, equally.
Did you have a third?
Do I have a third? No.
I do for you. So I like Jordan Dawson at his price.
Yeah, well, that's his price.
Because I'm trying to fill my team out as much as I can, because we're not going to get any money to do the upgrades until all these rookie stuff fatten up, and they're not going to fatten up until roughly it takes about 6 weeks for them to get it to their right price. So with limited money now, so I want to kind of fill the team with premiums and kind of players that can score well until these ripen up. So Dawson can be a keeper for about 550k.
Easily.
So that's why Bailey Dale's such a good pick, because he's a keeper at 528k off the top of my head. So that being said, let us get us into the trades, Matt Siebes, and then the captains, because we got some juicy trades. Matty, I want to get up your shit team and tell me what this shit team is trading and to who.
All I know is Will Day and Tom Stewart are out.
Will Day. Should everyone be trading Will Day out?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he's got his buy and he's scoring shit. So,
Will Day out. Not this week, it's next week.
If Tom Stewart's playing, would you still get rid of him?
No, I wouldn't. But no, he's not going to be playing. So Tom Stewart and Will Day are definitely on the chopping block and definitely are not going to be my team after this week. I'm thinking of I'm literally just going in for either Bailey Dale. Fraser's in, either going to go for Bailey Dales or Whitfields, or if I want to get Pal Pepper out, but I think it's silly, I don't need Fraser and I can literally just get 3 primos in the back line, but they're all in the back line. So it's either out of Dale, Whitfield, or Sinclair, but I think I want Whitfield and Dale coming in.
So you'll get both of those guys?
Potentially. If not one of them in a Freya.
Are you getting any rookies this week?
No.
No Sullivans? You're looking at Sullivan, you're seeing his 88, and you're saying, no thank you.
If I'm going to get a rookie, it's going to be someone very cheap.
There's no one cheap. You got
Edwards. If I'm going to get a rookie...
You just do the... I would never guess your trades.
I don't know. Look, it's only a day, but if I get rid of Power Pepper for Edwards, then I can afford I can get Dale and Sinclair.
Dale and Sinclair.
Dale and Whitfield.
Dale and Whitfield.
But right now, I'm getting Dale and Freya, and I've still got 181k in the bank with a third trade.
So you can't get Freya, Dale, and another premium, can you? That's too much cash.
No.
So, okay, so either 2 premiums or a Freya and a premium.
Or I get rid of Roberts and really try to give myself a boost and get them all now.
Now, some say Roberts is averaging 111, champ. Why would you trade 111 average?
Because he's getting a 0. That's
So
the only
why
way.
would you trade? Okay. That's
it.
Why don't you trade Callahan last week?
Because I had cover.
You got cover. You got Zach Reed.
Yeah, Zach Reed and trainer.
You got
I just want those.
players out.
I just want those players, champ. I just want those players. But no, I won't get rid of Roberts. But yeah, Dale and Freya for now with 180k left in the bank. What are you doing?
You just look a bit asleep. Now, let's get my shit team off the screen. I get my shit team on the screen.
What are you going to do, champ? I've been telling you for weeks.
Gone is gone.
Gone is gone?
Gone is gone. He's good as gone.
What's his break even?
180-ish. As I said, I hated Gorn, and I just got him because of the matchup against Keith.
Champ, did you get Flynn for him now that both those ruckmen...
I mean, you look, champ, another game from Flynn, and if he scores 100, and then an injury list where Bailey Williams and who's the other doofus? Archer Reed is out for a fair stint. I would get Flynn.
I would be dragging him back in myself.
I mean, if that's job security, that's job security.
And he got an 87 and he still got dropped.
Yeah, got 13. That's the wins of 60.
Yeah, well, that's weird.
All right, so gone. Short, gone. Now, these two are definitely gone. So if I do boost, it's going to be either Zach Reed / Craner out or Tatsis out. Now, the reason I don't really want to get out Tatsis, but if I get a Murphy Reed or a Lindsay for Tatsis, it gives me a little bit more money to give me those premiums I really want with Short and Gorn.
And what 2 premiums?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. No idea. But these are the ones that I'm considering. So if I do Gorn out...
Also?
I'm thinking Jordan Dawson or Dunkley for a midfielder. Then the back line, depending which way I go, it can allow me to afford a Zorko.
Wow.
Sinclair.
Champ, Zorko's way too old. You don't want him.
Whitfield.
All my boys.
Jordan Clark, Wanganeen Malira, Bailey Dale, Max Holmes. There, I'm literally considering all of them, but I can give you a bit of probability of which ones I'll get to.
Can you put me in order? Where's Zorko on the list? If he's not first, you're last.
See, the thing is, if I get Zorko, I can't get a Dunkley. Right, so if I get Jordan Dawson, I need to get a
Zorko, yeah.
If I get Dawson, I can get a Zorko, Whitfield,
So if
Sinclair.
you want a Dunkley, you need to go for the Dales. The Dales.
The 550 less.
So that's it. Okay, so you got 2 options. I see it just right. You either get a Bailey Dale or a Dunkley, or a Zorko and a Dawson.
Yes, but there are other people I'm considering.
But that's the best options, I think, for you.
But you think that.
But I'm just narrowing it down for you right now, champ.
Yeah, it is.
All the rest are crap.
Okay, what about Whitfield and Dawson?
That's pretty much the same thing. Zorko and Midfield are in the same. So
okay, so it's one of those high ones. It's
okay, well, all right.
Sinclair, Zorko, and
okay. Where do you rate Zorko, Sinclair, and Midfield?
It's a hard thing to gauge. Well, the thing is, I gauge the scoring potential of Zorko highest, but I'm more worried if anyone's going to get a rest, it's him. Sinclair is not going to get a rest, and I don't think Whitfield's going to get a rest. So
both injury prone.
Sinclair. He's been actually very consistent besides the preseason injury he's had.
Well, there you go.
And then you've got to consider buys, which they actually have all pretty nice
Decent,
buys.
great buys.
Now, but the midfield is do I want a Jordan Dawson? 4 weeks, he's got probably a Bedford tag. Dunkley's solid. He's never going to get tagged.
Champ, you're just going to go with Dunkley and Bailey Dale. Let's face the champ.
Dunkley and Bailey Dale.
Let's chase the champ.
But Bailey Dale does have a round 12 buy, and I was talking to my good mate CJ, who whipped me in the head-to-heads this week.
And his wife whipped me too. Seriously.
The CJ couple killed the SuperCoach Masters. They should start their own channel.
So CJ and Maria really kicking the asses out of us.
Good on yous. And so he kicked my ass. And I was speaking to him on the weekend. I wanted Bailey Dale instead of Frazier, and I was really close to doing it, but round 12 buy. If you look at your team, I got Rosie's. I got Powers. She's was Horn Francis, Tom DeConey.
You got Frazier and Dale. They're both got the same buy. So
exactly. So if I can't really get Bale this week, can I? Because that's too much of a busy buy. So for
me, fuck it.
Well, you don't have Tom Powell and Rosie.
No, I've got Chera and someone else that you don't have.
You don't have anyone else.
Pepper Pal. Superstar.
He won't be there, and I hope he is. I hope he is, but he won't be there. So I'm not getting Bailey Dale. I can categorically shut down Bailey Dale will not be scouted by my club.
Aww.
Why are you saying oh like it's a bad thing? You don't want me to have Bailey Dale.
No, definitely not.
I'm so confused. I don't think you know what you're fucking saying at this
neither do I,
point.
champ.
All right, so that's going to be my rough trades. Follow us on Twitter. I always put my updated trades as soon as I know. Usually I just wait to see subs because if I see a Zachary gone, that could change. That could be 2 premium defenders coming in.
Whew, that's handy.
2 premium defenders coming in.
That's what we want.
So that's because if Zach Reed's out, he comes to flex. Zach Reed comes to flex and turns into a Murphy Reed.
Champ, we get it.
Champ, if you understood what I was saying, you're such a cockhead.
I love you.
I can't wait. I'll never fucking see you again. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Let's get to captain because
Let's get
you're
the
just
captains.
doing your boring ass, whoever the fuck, you know, if you just look to see who does the most vice captain to captain options in your SuperCoach gold selection, it'll be who he's picking because he wants McRae and Sherry.
Champ, McRae and Sherry is my vice captain and captain options, which is my.
And I apologise to the person. I give good advice 95% of the time. But there is that 5% of the time I do give some bad advice. Some person came to me and said, Jaws, what do you think about McRae captain this week? And I went, like, his ceiling's just not high enough. And I was right. He hasn't scored over 150 since 2022. But he did. So sorry to that guy. I think he didn't listen to me anyway. So yeah, I think he's doing all right. And captain for me, McRae, Sherry. But I'm looking at... No.
You just gave me shit.
No.
If you want to look at it,
Let's be serious. I think Jordan Dawson against North Melbourne could score really well.
Yeah,
you got
just-
Rosie against Essendon on the Thursday night.
Champ, McRae's safe for so many reasons.
Rosie versus Essendon on the Thursday night.
Calm down, Jules.
Like,
Champ,
Essendon just leaked all these points to the midfield. Rosie's going to kill them. Maddie, Rosie.
McRae
Can
has...
you get on your own armrest?
McRae has not got anything less than like 34 disposals all year. Preseason.
Okay, sure, but he's not always going to get fucking 10 tackles. Like, you know.
Well, he got 5 last week, so.
Exactly. But that's not worth a captain 120.
Now he's playing Richmond.
I think Tom McConey can really put in some work against English. If you want a pod captain, Clayton Oliver's looking back to his best. Gold Coast don't tag, and I think Clary could have another big score.
Wow.
Wowee.
Wowee.
And that is what is taking us to the hoop. Matt Zeebs. Do you regret trading Athasis? Is he shit? Should I trade him?
Don't regret it. His time on ground's still shit. He gets the ball here and there. Bombs are crap.
I just wish he got more time on ground. If he did, he'd be such a good pick.
That's why, like, I knew Pepper Power was going to score more than him. You thought different. Pepper Power.
Pepper Powell, yeah, I thought Pepper Powell was going to do well against Richmond. But
So that's why he stays a bit longer.
he's going to get a 50 this week. Actually, Essendon, you never know. All right, Matty, that wraps up the podcast.
I'm just tired.
Now, guys, if you are getting a jumper, remember, all larges have sold out.
What?
So then there's only 1 medium left, 1 extra large, XXL, and XXXL, because I know we've got some big boys who like wearing the hoodies.
Champ, can you give me one as a parting gift?
Champ, they're fucking $100. What don't you understand, you fucking tight ass? You make $100K a year and I'm unemployed,
Champ,
and you literally want a jumper for free.
Champ, just give me my jumper.
This is what I have to deal with. I'm
Just
so glad.
Just swap one of my jumpers with someone else's and they won't know.
You got the old shitty ones. These are the new improved ones. They're going to know the difference.
They're going to know.
They're going to know the
They're
difference.
going to know. All right, guys. See you, Jaws. Give a big clap and shout some more coffees so Jordan can buy some coffees on his airplane trip away from our life forever.
I'm going economy, guys. I'm going economy. Like, help me out.
These coffee shouts are just not enough, and these merch purchases are not enough, champ.
The merch purchase is literally just paying for themselves. Like, the jumpers that are bought go into the money that I use to buy the jumpers. I don't make money from it.
You're just a good man.
I actually lose $10 on the shipping.
Here you go, champ. I'm going to miss you so much. And I'll
miss you
be
too, buddy.
coming to visit you on holidays.
Really?
Well, yeah, I'll sort your house
Oh,
up.
but you can't bring the kids. Kids are annoying.
Kids are, no, they're great.
All right, guys. See you next time. Thanks for tuning in.